Ella Fitzgerald. She's attempting to shatter a glass with her amplified voice. She did it. You are now hearing the Memorex cassette tape recording we just made of Ella. Now you'll see a glass shatter again. But is it Ella or is it Memorex?
I'll never tell.
Now, hear new Memorex. We've added MRX2 oxide. Can the amplified voice of Ella Fitzgerald shatter this glass? Believe it. Ella Fitzgerald on Memorex cassette tape with MRX2 oxide. Can Memorex shatter the glass? Now we ask, is it live or is it Memorex?
Who was the Queen of Jazz? Born on April 25th, 1917, in Newport News, Virginia, Ella Fitzgerald was destined to earn this title. Her journey began in a small town where the echoes of her early struggles began to shape her life. Her parents' separation, her move to Yonkers, New York, with her mother, and the tragic loss of her mother when Ella was just 15. These hardships could have easily overshadowed her young life. But Ella was not one to be cast into shadows. Instead, she found solace in the comforting arms of her aunt. Yet the adversity didn't end there. Soon she found herself a ward of the state, navigating a world that seemed intent on challenging her at every turn. But every cloud has a silver lining, and for Ella it was music. Imagine being 17 and standing on the stage of the Apollo Theatre in Harlem. Picture a young Ella Fitzgerald, nerves buzzing, heart pounding, as she steps into the spotlight. Originally ready to dance, a last-minute change of heart finds her choosing to sing instead. The audience is captivated, hanging on to every note, every nuance of her performance. The applause is thunderous, the cheers deafening. Ella Fitzgerald, the teenage songstress from Virginia, had just won the amateur night at the Apollo. This was not just a victory, but a turning point that would set the trajectory of her future. This triumphant moment opened the floodgates to a professional singing career. She was soon to join the ranks of the Chick Webb Orchestra, and later on, the world would know her as the First Lady of Song. From that fateful night on the Apollo stage, Ella's journey into the world of jazz had truly begun. As they say, the rest is history. In 1935, Ella's life took a significant turn when she joined the Chick Webb Orchestra. This was a big band that was making some serious waves in the jazz world. Ella, with her extraordinary vocal talent, quickly became the lead vocalist of this top-notch ensemble. Her time with the Chick Webb Orchestra was foundational, a period filled with musical exploration and growth. It was here that Ella honed her craft, perfecting her distinctive vocal style. Her clear tone, impressive range, and remarkable ability to scat sing, a form of vocal improvisation, set her apart from her contemporaries. One song in particular marked a significant milestone in Ella's burgeoning career. In 1938, she recorded A Tisket, a Tasket, a playful nursery rhyme-inspired tune. This seemingly simple song, delivered with Ella's unique flair, became an instant hit, catapulting her into the national spotlight. It was Ella's breakthrough, the song that took her from being a talented singer to a household name. But, as we all know, life is a series of peaks and valleys. In 1939, Chick Webb, the band leader and Ella's mentor, passed away. It was a devastating loss, but Ella showed her resilience. She stepped into Webb's shoes, taking over the orchestra and guiding it forward. The band was rechristened as Ella Fitzgerald, and her famous orchestra a poignant tribute to Webb and a testament to Ella's growing influence in the jazz world. This period, while marked by Webb's loss, was also a time of personal and professional growth for Ella. She was proving herself as a band leader, a role traditionally dominated by men, and was doing so with grace and aplomb. Ella's time with the orchestra was a stepping stone, a launchpad that catapulted her towards greater heights. She was now more than just a singer. She was a band leader, a trailblazer, and an icon in the making. Ella was now ready to conquer the world as a solo artist. Her journey was just beginning, and the world of jazz would never be the same. The 1940s marked the beginning of Ella's journey as a solo artist. It was a time of transformation, a period where she began to carve out her unique place in the world of jazz. After parting ways with the Chick Webb Orchestra, Fitzgerald signed with Decca Records. This move marked a pivotal chapter in her career, allowing her to step onto the stage as a solo act. Her records under Decca were an instant hit, resonating with fans and critics alike. Each song she recorded was a testament to her exceptional talent. Numbers like Flying Home and Oh Lady Be Good quickly climbed the charts, cementing her status as a household name. Her renditions of these songs showcased her ability to effortlessly oscillate between notes, her remarkable vocal range, and her knack for injecting soul into every bar she sang. Fitzgerald's vocal style was a force of its own. It was characterized by an incredible range that could reach the highest soprano notes with ease and a clear tone that was as refreshing as a spring morning. But what set her apart was her scat singing, a form of vocal improvisation where the voice is used as an instrument. Scat singing is a jazz technique that's as complex as it is captivating. It requires impeccable timing, a deep understanding of music, and an ability to think on the fly. And Ella, she was a master of it. Her scatting was like a roller coaster ride, full of unexpected twists and turns that kept the listener hooked from start to finish. Her voice was a conduit for emotion. It could convey the deepest sorrows, the highest joys, and everything in between. It was a voice that could make you feel, make you dream, and most importantly, make you listen. Ella Fitzgerald's solo journey was a testament to her extraordinary talent and her unwavering determination. Her recordings from this era continue to resonate with music lovers, serving as timeless reminders of her unparalleled contribution to jazz. Her voice was not just a voice, it was a symphony. Throughout her career, Ella worked with some of the greatest names in jazz. Indeed, she shared the stage and recording studio with the likes of Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Count Basie and Frank Sinatra, to name but a few. These collaborations were more than just musical partnerships. They were a fusion of creativity, talent, and shared love for jazz. Ella's collaboration with Duke Ellington, a renowned band leader and composer, resulted in a series of albums that showcased the synergy between her vocal brilliance and Ellington's orchestral prowess. Together, they breathed new life into jazz standards, each track a testament to their combined genius. Then there was Louis Armstrong, the charismatic trumpeter with a voice as unique as his instrument. When Ella and Louis came together, it was like a meeting of two musical worlds. Their playful duets, filled with scat singing and infectious energy, remain some of the most beloved recordings in jazz history. Ella also teamed up with Count Basie, a band leader known for his driving swing rhythm. Their collaboration resulted in 2 albums, each one a masterpiece of swing jazz. Ella's clear, expressive voice coupled with Basie's pulsating big band sound created a musical experience that was both exciting and deeply moving. And who can forget Frank Sinatra, the chairman of the board? When Ella and Frank shared the stage, it was an event. Their mutual respect and admiration for each other were palpable, their voices blending seamlessly in a celebration of song. But Ella's collaborations weren't just about performing with other jazz greats. She also took on the monumental task of interpreting the great American songbook. This collection of early 20th century songs, penned by legendary composers like George Gershwin, Cole Porter, and Rodgers and Hart, was a treasure trove of musical gems. Ella's renditions of these classic songs, filled with her soulful interpretation and technical prowess, are still considered some of the best ever recorded. Ella's ability to collaborate and interpret, to bring her unique touch to every song she sang, truly set her apart. She didn't just sing songs, she lived them, and in doing so, she made them her own. Ella's renditions of these classic songs are still considered some of the best ever recorded. The 1950s and 1960s saw Ella at the height of her career. She was not just a singer, she was an institution, a beacon of jazz that shone brightly for all to see. The highlight of this period was undoubtedly the Songbooks series. Each album was a tribute to a specific composer or songwriting duo, and they were a testament to Ella's versatility and musicianship. She breathed new life into the works of Cole Porter, Duke Ellington, the Gershwins, and more, interpreting their songs with her unique blend of soulfulness and technical prowess. And the world listened. captivated. But Ella didn't stop there. Her career continued well into the 1980s and 1990s, her voice never losing its charm, its warmth, its ability to touch hearts. Age did not weary her. Instead, it added a richness to her sound, a depth that only enhanced her performances. Ella's music was timeless, just like her. On June 15th, 1996, the world said goodbye to the Queen of Jazz. Ella Fitzgerald, the First Lady of Song, closed her eyes for the final time in Beverly Hills, California. Yet her incomparable voice, her unwavering spirit and her extraordinary legacy continue to resonate. Her life was a symphony of high notes and low crescendos and diminuendos, but through it all, she remained a beacon of perseverance, inspiring countless others with her talent and tenacity. Ella's passing left a void in the world of jazz, but her influence is as palpable today as it was during her illustrious career. Though her physical presence is no longer with us, her voice continues to echo, her recordings continue to inspire, and her interpretation of the Great American Songbook remains unparalleled. In the annals of jazz history, Ella Fitzgerald stands as one of its most influential figures. Her music transcends time and cultural boundaries, and her legacy is etched in the hearts of jazz lovers, generation after generation. Ella Fitzgerald, the Queen of Jazz, lives on in her music and in the hearts of jazz lovers around the world.
Ella Fitzgerald. She's attempting to shatter a glass with her amplified voice. She did it. You are now hearing the Memorex cassette tape recording we just made of Ella. Now you'll see a glass shatter again. But is it Ella or is it Memorex?
I'll never tell.
Now, hear new Memorex. We've added MRX2 oxide. Can the amplified voice of Ella Fitzgerald shatter this glass? Believe it. Ella Fitzgerald on Memorex cassette tape with MRX2 oxide. Can Memorex shatter the glass? Now we ask, is it live or is it Memorex?